Hello, this is Katie. Welcome back to my channel. Michael sent me more coupons and another voucher, so I went back. So I used a 15, a lot of things were like the paper pads and stuff that I'll show you were buy one get one half off. There were pens buy one get one half off. And then I used a 40% off of one item. I believe that worked. I'm hoping. Yes, one item. And it was on the this here. I'll talk about that. And then 15% off of everything including sale items, and then a $5 voucher. So I spent $83.94 for all of this. The first thing before I go through what's in, let me turn on an extra light here. What's in the bag is this bucket, and I have seen this in, there's a woman who does watercolor here on YouTube. I can't recall her name at the moment. I even watched a video today because I was watching art studio tours, and she either had this or something very much like it. I think hers was different colors, but basically it's this, and the idea is to, maybe this is for holding brushes if you want it to, but essentially the clean and nasty, like my water jars that I normally have, or nasty and clean, where you clean off your brush and where you get clean water to paint with, that you can do in here. And cleaning off your brush, if you see the ridges in the bottom, that helps get paint out. And then you're also able to lay your brushes on these ridges across. This is also the handle when you want to carry it to go get water. But you can lay your brushes across there to dry or just to rest on when you're not using them as well. So I'm kind of excited to use that. That was my, I think that was $19.99, but I got 40% off, 15% off, and then part of the $5 came off of that. This first thing here, I'm going to move this bag down at my feet and go through it that way. This, I hadn't seen this before, but because I have long brushes and I don't know where to put them, that's perfect. That's the longest one. I have these brushes I got on Amazon, and the picture is just, I mean, I think I was probably just buying brushes left and right when they were cheap, and the picture is maybe deceiving or something. I didn't look at any measurements or anything like that, so I didn't realize they would be so long. And I don't really have anywhere to put them, and so I thought this would be a good idea. It's split in three. One of the end is cushioned, one of the ends is cushioned, so maybe the handle bottoms. I don't want the brushes to run into that. But anyway, I'm hoping this will be good. I haven't used most of these. Whoa. You can see my little plastic pieces. I don't need them on there, really. I can take them off. It'll protect most of them for now. But this is a great storage solution for them until I decide to use them. Because really they were just sticking out of one of my bins on my Baker's Rack shelving if you watched my craft tour. So that'll be a good place for those, and any extra brushes when I, you know, run out of space. So I will keep those in there. I'm not sure how easy this comes off, so I will, let's test here, because I want to take the one off my bucket as well. Let's see how easy this comes off. It's also got measurement, which is kind of funny. Go slow. Pull at an angle, just like your tape off of a painting. Come on. Good. So a sticker that's actually meant to come off. That's good. Okay. So there's that. Very nice, good storage. Then I can put it in my hutch instead of in my, you know, on my Baker's Rack. Let's see. I also, as if I needed more, picked up these. They're not specifically watercolor, but I do like white watercolor brushes. My Princeton Snap ones started out white. They just take on the color of watercolor over time. But they kind of reminded me of those. But these were pretty cheap. So I figured I would add them to the collection. I just like trying out cheap brushes, but they do look pretty good. The cheap brushes I got in the bundle last time worked out really well. And I like having these for the flat washes as well. So I grabbed those. And then these ones were slightly more expensive. They're specifically watercolor, brown synthetic hairs. And this is one of those, you can't open it until you cut that off things. I'm going to move this over here. Do not eat pack. So there's these, they're stuck together there. They should be interesting to try. I always just like extra round brushes in many different sizes to work with. So those should be fun. I guess this was a brush heavy trip. They also had paper pads. Buy one, get one half off. And I wanted to see, I think I've got 2 of these, so I hope they work out. They were buy one, get one half off, and I did get another big watercolor one that I got in my last haul, just for extra paper. So I probably didn't need 4 of these, but just that extra 9x12 as well. But for these, I wanted to try, and I'm going to do a little demo in this video of this one, the marker one. I wanted to try, since I've been doing more, this doesn't make me feel so bad about my abstract art now, because this is very abstract and looks like something I would do. Mixed media, I wanted to test out some mixed media paper. It's very interesting. I'm wondering how it takes watercolor. It's pretty smooth. 184 pound and heavyweight. It says wet and dry media, so it'll be interesting to see. It doesn't really feel too much heavier than 140, so I'm not sure how that's gauged, but I want to try that out. And then black mixed media. I think I had forgotten and I thought it was black watercolor, but black mixed media would be very interesting. So I want to try some metallic watercolors on here that will show up, maybe some gouache, lots of other things. That'll just be interesting to try. I also placed an order with a St. Louis art supply online. I'm going to link them down below because they actually have a really good selection and good prices, I think, for what I know. And their shipping is so low. I mean, you can spend a certain amount to get free shipping. I just didn't want to spend that much. And the shipping was like $3 something. So I was very impressed. And it shipped, I think I ordered it Friday. They've shipped it, which means it'll probably go out tomorrow. But I ordered a one of those small Legion paper pads. I got a black one of those, but I think it's watercolor specifically. So I'll probably do a mini haul because I didn't get too many things from that. But I'll do a video because I want to show you and I want to talk about them. Because I do think their prices are good. And I'm getting 2 sizes of a very special watercolor brush that I couldn't find at like Michael's or anything like that. And they had them there and they were reasonably priced. So I want to show you those when they come and test them out and show you what they do. I'm very excited for those. So stay tuned. And then I got 2 of the marker ones, and these are the ones I want to test with I was going to say Copics, but I'll just use Tri-Blends. I want to test it with stamping using my ink and an alcohol marker. So I will test that in just a second. Let me get a piece of this off of here. I mean, it just says marker. It doesn't necessarily say, it says bleed resistant, acid free, heavyweight, 50 pounds. So it doesn't necessarily say that it's, you know, good for alcohol markers or anything like that, but I want to test it to let you know how it goes. I ended up liking the gouache that I used a little bit of from this set. So I got a backup set, so I'm just going to dump all these in my gouache bin. It might seem excessive, but it's a really good deal for 24 colors. And I really liked the gold, the metallic gold, the metallic purple I used a little bit of, and I think purple, I can't remember. I used some of these, but it's great quality, and I want to play a lot with gouache, and I want to make sure I have enough gouache, and so I bought an extra, and I will just dump that in my box of gouache paints. And then the last thing I got, which is just another thing I want to make sure I have enough of, I've been liking these were buy one get one half off as well, and then the 15%. And your $5, you're like, when you get a voucher through Michael's, it just takes it off $5 total, but through each item. It's kind of strange. It doesn't just take $5 off your total. I mean, it does in a sense, but it takes like pieces. It's very strange. But anyway, because I had the voucher and 2 coupons and these were on sale, I'm really liking the 01 and the 005 size, and I believe I only have one 005 micron, which is the super, super fine. I think I used that one on my piggy today. I'll show you the piggy I painted earlier today. So he was an outline, and I used the 005 to outline him because I used graphite paper to trace a stencil, like a printout stencil for the outline of the pig. And then I used my kneaded eraser, and it wasn't really pulling up the lines. And then I used this one, which I got in a previous Michael's haul, and you can see it wears away pretty quickly, and it also leaves behind eraser-ings. And so I brushed those away, but it was still kind of dark, and I like the look of having a black outline, but I also kind of want it thin too, so it's not too, you know, bold. But I didn't want to leave pencil lines because I used such light colors, and you could still see like the graphite through. Like you can see it here. Let me put this eraser away. You can still see here like a pencil line because I missed going over it properly. It would have looked like that, and I think the black looks better. So that's why I used that, and I've been liking the really thin ones. So I got extras for those, for things like this. And then I splattered him, but I just think he's so cute. And if you've never seen pigs' eyes up close, they have very human eyes. They all have like, they're colored eyes like people. So I chose green, like a greenish brown hazel for his. Some have blue eyes. If you look at pictures, you'll see they have very human eyes. So I have 3 of each now of those, so that's good. And then that was it for what I got, and I want to, trying to keep this clean. Okay, I'm going to stamp something, and I'm going to use, I'm hoping it has enough time to dry before I color it in. Let's do, I have a Hero Arts Cup of Love stamp set. I'm just going to throw this onto, that's not big enough. I'm going to throw this onto a block instead of getting my stamping platform out. And we're going to test this marker paper. It may not even work with this ink, I don't know. I'll give that a second to dry. We'll do 2. So it stamps the ink okay. I'll let it kind of air dry for a second. We'll try 2 different colors. Let's do a blue, aqua blue. We'll do aqua blue and then this pink one. So let's see how it handles this. It says no bleed through. I'm going to put this under just in case, because I really don't want to stain my new contact paper. Definitely has a different texture, like the paper, than, I don't know, than like the 110-pound Michaels cardstock I normally color images on, but I want to see how this blends. They could say marker paper and then mean, you know, not alcohol markers. So there's always that. I thought it would be good for like coloring stamped images and die cutting them out for cards. A blend like this on my normal paper might be smoother, but this is such a big area because it is a cup, to be fair, that these tri-blends, well, I do love them. I use them normally on much smaller images, so the blend does tend to look like that when it's something like this, like a cup. The marker is either getting lower on ink, or that's just kind of how it looks when you're cut, like the paper needs a chance to absorb what you're putting down. It's not too bad. Maybe I'll take a few, like it's not bleeding through. It's probably about the same as cardstock. I will do, let's do the 3-color blend. I know. We'll do our 59, 39, and 29. I'll just do, it's pretty smooth with the Copic. I'm not sure how much blending it could take, like, you know, a bunch in one spot, if that would start to tear up the paper. It seems to take several layers, okay. It'll bleed the more you do, though. 39. That's not bad. I'll put those away. I'd say it's okay for Copics or alcohol markers for images. It takes the ink just fine. So it's just a little bit thinner than cardstock, but it's good for extra paper or if you want to use different markers with it. So just a test on those. That is all I got. I'm excited to test out the black mixed media. That'll be interesting. And yeah, and that's it. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.